Today we are starting with the unit 2, that is functions of management. Still now in the first unit, we have seen about the management, importance. Is my voice is audible or not? Good morning. Yes, is it audible or what? Fine. See, as we have discussed in this previous class about the management, nature and scope, importance, management with administration. Okay, all these we have seen in the unit 1. Now we are going to see the unit 2, that is functions of management. Okay, so here, before going to the functions of management, what do you mean by? I mean, okay, Shweta, you missed the class. So this classes, once you missed, means you need to continue with the other classes. Now already the classes which has been completed, it can't be repeated. In exam point of view, at the exam time, exam point of view, again, I'll be recollecting all those importance. Okay. Now we'll be moving with our syllabus. So today we are starting with the functions of management. Okay. Yeah, it is available. Okay. So here, the managers, they do work, they perform the functions according to the functions approach originated by the Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol is the author who has been given the functions of management. Okay, so according to him, in every organization, these functions are going to be performed. Okay, so here, within the limits established by the external environment, within the limits, they are going to be considered. So mostly these functions are to be raised with the help of the functional environment. So here, to consider the interest of diverse groups such as employees, government, customers, shareholders, competitors, and the public, all those, they are going to perform these functions of management. Okay, even the field of management, their own classification of functions of management. Okay, you want to share me the screen? Fine. Wait a moment. Yes, have you got it? Yeah, is it clear? Which I have shared on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is called the structure of functions of functions of management, which the functioning is going to happen. Okay. So some of the authors, according to Harold Kuntz and Cyril O'Donnell, the person named Harold, Harold, Harold Kuntz, Koontz, and Cyril, Cyril O'Donnell, O'Donnell, O'Donnell. According to him, the functions of management include the picture which I have shared on the screen. What is that? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating, reporting, budgeting. Okay. According to that person, Harold Kuntz, the functions of management is going to be described through this picture. Okay. So in exam point of view, they can ask a question as describe post corb, POSDCORB. Post corb means full form of this post corb is P stands for planning, O stands for organizing, S stands for staffing, D stands for directing, CO stands for coordinating, R stands for reporting, B stands for budgeting. Okay. That means you need to elaborate this POSDCORB full form, what it eliminates. Okay. And later on, you need to explain one after the other. What comes under planning? What comes under organizing? What comes under staffing? What comes under directing, coordinating, reporting, budgeting? Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear what I'm saying? Yes, ma.
It's clear, ma'am.
Shweta. Is it clear what I'm saying? If the exam point of view, they're asking the question as explain the functions of management, or else explain the Harold Kuntz, Cyril O'Donnell, post corb is one and same, which means you need to explain about the functions of management, which I have displayed as the picture. You need to draw this. Okay. And after drawing this picture, one after the other, you are seeing here, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling, reporting, budgeting, all one after the other, you need to explain. So these are the several functions which have been attached to management. Okay. But planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling are the specified important functions. Among all these, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and control. These five are specified as well as important functions for the organization. The other functions like forecasting and decision making are also the main functions. But apart from these, these are main functions, and the specified functions are different. main functions are different. Okay, so now we'll see one after the other. First point, planning. Okay, what do you mean by planning? So as we have discussed in the previous class also, planning consists of activities involved in choosing courses of action to achieve organization objectives. Okay, so before planning, they need to this plan of action which you are taking. You need to think for the further future existence of the organization to achieve the goals of organization, to achieve the objectives of the organization. Okay, so it involves selecting mission. It involves selecting mission. Selecting mission means which type of plan of action should be taken, that should be appropriate and exactly correct for the organization point of view, which should not leads to failure of the organization. Okay, and this planning provides direction to enterprise activities. That means whatever activities are there, for that activities purpose, it will be giving the schedule, timing, updating the schedule. What are the activities from the morning to the evening? Totally completion of the plan of action, it will be giving the full schedule, and it helps managers cope with change. Means if any changes are going to take in place also, the manager will be looking after, or else if any other circumstances or any other changes are taken place, that everything you can see under the activity schedule. What is happening up to what date, thing that will be mentioned. Okay, so here it enables managers to measure progress also, to what extent they have been completed the work of the plan of action which has been initiated. Initiated means the plan of action to run is called the initiate. Okay, up to what extent it has been done, and still how much it has to be completed. Okay, the progress towards the objectives, so that corrective action can be taken. If progress is not satisfactory, planning is a fundamental function of management, and all other management functions are influenced by the planning process. If planning progress is not satisfactory, then the other functions are also going to be disturbed. Basing upon this planning, the first fundamental process, it should be taken in a proper way. Okay, so for this purpose, the first point will be determination of objectives. Okay, what determination of objectives involves the objectives which are most important for the organization point of view to achieve the organization goals. Okay, firstly we are going to determine the objectives. Then forecasting. Forecasting means the planning whichever you're doing, that will be estimated for future. Forecasting means you know na ఏమంటారు తెలుగులో అంచనా వేయడం. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఈ ప్లానింగ్ చేస్తే ఫర్దర్ ప్రోగ్రెస్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా ఉండడానికి దానికి కావాల్సిన అన్ని, what do you say, all the precautions you are going to take to not get failure. Okay, then the third point, search for alternative course of action. Alternative course of action is that if this plan of action is not amending in a proper way, I mean not running in a proper way, so immediately there should be another alternative plan of action also to change the plan of action within that period only, whenever it is required. Okay, and then fourth one, drawing policies and procedures. See, drawing policies and procedures means if organization, when they are planning something, means they are going to plan with a sketch, which are layout containing all the policies and procedures, like framing of rules and regulations, you can call it as. Okay. Then after doing all this, finally, they are going for the budgeting. Budgeting means what is a budget? And according to the budget, they need to prepare. If this budget is not in a estimated budget, then they need to plan for the estimated budget. Within the budget, whatever they have, within that budget only, they need to go for a calculation. Okay. So this all the 5 steps they need to conclude in the planning. This is about the first point. Okay. Is it clear? And the second point is the organizing. Yes. Sure, sure. I'm giving a pic. Wait a moment. See, second point, we have organizing. Okay. So after the planning, we have a organizing. Okay. So this organization is going to happen with the help of a group of jobs into a framework for coordination and directing. Organization is concerned with the arrangement of organization resources. Okay. How they are going to organize in the organization basing upon the resources. Whatever the resources they have in the organization, with the help of that, they are going to organize. Okay. This resources includes people, means employees, management, top level, medium level, authorities, and after people we have materials. The work which should be done through materials, and then completion of this materials work with the help of technology, and then finance for starting the work with minimum working capital requirements, we require finance. So these all are the resources for the organization. What all those? People, material, technology, and finance. Okay, all these four are compulsion. And after we have allocating all these four, the organization divides the total work and coordinate all the activities by authority relationships. Authority relationships means they are going to divide into department wise. Department wise, they are going to divide and they are going to coordinate how the work is completing under the each department. Okay, so it defines the position of each person in the organization and determines the path through which communication should flow. Okay, these working relations bring order and discipline in the organization. Okay, so this discipline is happening with the help of four things to be done, which is for the working relations. The process for this organization is first one, determination of activities. Okay, in the previous topic, planning, determination of objectives. Now here the first point is determination of activities. So what are the what all activities, what should be done? First they are going to determine that. And then second one, division of activities. Firstly, they are going to determine what the activities should be done, where to be done, whom to be done, they are going to determine. And then after that, division of activities. That activities going to be divided and it is going to be assigned. And its assignment means assigning to the persons to which person is eligible. They are going to assign. Okay. And after assigning specific tasks to individuals. Specific tasks to individual means the person who are well experienced in the particular field. For them, they are going to assign specific tasks. Okay. And finally, delegating authority and fixing response. Delegating authority means the managers will be giving to the department wise managers, assistant managers, and assistant managers to supervisors, supervisors to the subordinates. Subordinates are employees, one and same. So likewise, one after the higher position to lower position, they are going to delegating the authority. Authority means insisting. With the help of the authority, they are going to complete the work by insisting them. Just now I said manager to assistant manager to department wise, each supervisor to subordinates are employed, like that, one after the other, higher level to lower level. Okay, so like this the organization is going to be done. Okay, are you clear with the second point? Next, third point, staffing. Third point, we have staffing. Staffing means after completing planning and after completing, we are organizing with whatever resources we have, then we will be moving to staffing. Staffing means to procure suitable personnel for various jobs. The staff members. Okay, selecting the staff members according to their qualification, their experience, their age criteria, where those people to be allocated. Okay, the management is to procure suitable personnel for various jobs. Okay, so a manager's greatest responsibility is to select, direct, and develop, evaluate, select, develop, and evaluate the people of the organization. Okay, so firstly they are going to do the selection process, Then they are going to give the directions, and they are going to give the personality developments, and then evaluate. This all will be done within the organization. So people are the source of productive work in the organization, and hence need to be nurtured carefully. Means they should be handled carefully, because we are doing this organization point of view. So this should be handled in a very proper way. It should not be get disturbed or distracted by any other means. Okay. So here for this staffing also, again we have some of the process. Likewise for the planning and organizing, the first point is proper recruitment of people. There should be proper recruitment of people, and then selection of suitable persons. The selection which we are doing, they should be suitable, and then fixing remunerations. The remuneration fixing for should be fixed, and that should not be changed. And then placement and orientation of employees. Placement, the placement which we are giving for the employees, we need to give the orientation programs for them also. Orientation program means starting of the work for the employee, we need to give full attention to them, to how to develop themselves in the organization. And the fifth point, training and development. After completing the orientation program, we need to give the training sessions for them, training and development of the employees. These are the 5 points, one after the other we need to do for the staffing. Okay. And the next point, directing. The page number is 14. Then after staffing, directing. When once the people are selected in the staffing, so here now we need to move for the directing, means giving directions to them. After plans, organize, staffing, then we need to give the directions to them. This function is also known as leading, actuating, and motivating. Okay. So the directing function is concerned with the leadership, communication. In reader, it is 14 page in the textbook. Okay. So here, communication, the directing function is concerned with leadership, communication, motivation, and supervision, so that employees perform their activities in the most efficient manner. Okay. So it is a complex activity through which a manager guides and influences his subordinates. Directing involves the following function. So directing his subordinates means to his lower level, those who are called the employees, they are going to call them as the subordinates. So here also we need to follow these functions for the directing. The first thing is the communication. Why we require communication here? Communication is a transfer of information from one person to another person. Okay. Communication is a transfer of information from one person to another. It involves communication of orders. So what type of communication we are seeing here? Orders, commands, ideas, praise from superiors to subordinates, and communication of feelings, any grievances. My voice is getting stuck. Yes, once you see, is it okay now? Is it clear? Fine, okay. Fine. So this communication for the purpose of order, command, ideas, praising. Praising means what? Appraisal. When we are giving appraisal for the subordinates, superiors to subordinates, they will feel very happy, and the efforts they are putting, the efficiency, the work will be increased in a more efficient level. Okay. And communication of feelings, appreciating, encouraging, right? Communicating of feelings. If the feelings which they are seeing in the organization, they want to share with their superiors, and then any grievances, if they are getting any hurt within the raise a grievance, and sentiments also from subordinates to superior level. So these type of communication is going organization. So this communication always involves two people. Who are those? One person is a sender and the other person will be the receiver. Okay. And the second point is leadership. After communication, leadership. So in every organization, they will be maintaining leadership qualities by a person. With the group of persons to attain the desired objective, standing one person for the group as a leader to attain the desired objective, the plan of action initiated among this group of people, the leadership maintained by the one person, he will be going to initiate, and it is also defined as a process by which manager guides and influences the work of his subordinates. Okay, so the manager will be acting as a leadership here. Okay, and for this again I'll be sharing on the screen, which we in the page number 15. You can see in the page number 15. Is it clear? Yes, have you got it now? Page number 15. So after leadership, there will be motivation also. Motivation means to inspire, to encourage and impel people to take action. It also means inspiring the subordinates to work towards accomplishment and achievement of organization goals. For the achievement of the organization goals and objectives, they are going to encourage, inspire the employees. Okay. So it is a process of stimulating people to take desired course of action. In order to motivate employees, managers must provide a good working environment, attractive incentives also. Okay, good working environment and attractive incentives. Both this will leads to put their more efforts for working efficiently in the organization. These 3 points comes under the directing. What are those? Communication, leadership, and motivation. Okay, and the next point is controlling. After directing, we have the point called controlling. Who should control whom? Yes, who will control? The superiors will be controlling the subordinates, means employees. Is it that or not? Controlling is measuring and correcting individual and organizational performance to ensure that events conform to plans, whether they are doing in the plan of action which has been initiated, that has been going on in a proper way or not, we want to make a conform. So it involves measuring performance against goals and plans, showing where deviations, if they are finding any deviations, exist and helping correcting them. Okay. The manager must ensure that everything occurs in conformity, which the these instructions issued the principles establish this controlling function to be more effective. It must be preceded by proper planning. How the planning they are going to do, it should be the controlling. That much precautions they need to take here. So for this also we have a points again here. Setting standards of performance. Not a normal performance, they require standards of performance. And then measuring actual performance. What performance they are doing, measuring actual performance. And then comparing actual performance against standard performance. The difference between the normal or actual performance and the standard performance will be different. So they are going to make a comparison also. And then taking corrective action. If you are not taking a corrective action, then you can't reach the goals or objectives of the organization. So to take corrective actions to ensure accomplishment. By this, we are going to control within the organization. Okay. And the next point, coordinating. So how you are going to do the coordination? What do you mean by coordination actually? How the coordination is going to take place? Yes, in every organization, different types of work are performed by various departments. Unity, very good, Pooja, unity. So in every organization, different types of works are performed by various departments and work groups. So it becomes essential that work of different departments and work groups are harmonized, means they need to do unity in diversity. They need to maintain this unity in diversity. Okay. So coordinating function of management is the orderly arrangement of individual and group efforts together to provide unity of action in the pursuit of common goal. The main, why we are doing all the functions is the main theme and main thing is the common goal, which is oriented, objective oriented. Okay. So here they need to maintain a unity. Okay. So the coordination as a function of management mainly rises from that work performed by different departments and groups from integral part of the total work. Coordinating function of management prevents overlapping and conflict. Okay. Coordinating function of management prevents overlapping and conflicts. Overlapping means, you know, no? Overlapping, conflicts. You are going to prevent this. What do you mean by overlapping? Yes. What do you mean by overlapping? No answer. Like you can take an example as overloaded. The work burden which you are taking is according to the limits of the organization. It should not be preceded or overlapping, and conflicts. Conflicts means there should not be misunderstandings or there should not be, what do you say, fighting. They are going to prevent this overlapping and conflict. Unit of action is two things overlapping. Okay. Okay. So when you are doing a proper coordinating, you can prevent the overlapping as well as conflicts avoiding. Okay. And the next point is reporting. Where after coordinating of the reporting means reporting is a process of providing information to various levels of management through records, research and inspection so as to enable to judging the effectiveness of their responsibilities and become a base for taking corrective actions, corrective measures. It is a process of creating the report and mentioning the higher authorities regarding the progress and process followed and teammates and group about information they need to know to lead the project. Managers use reports. Yes, giving information. Very good. So in the reporting, you are going to mention the brief information which is required for the organization in the form of records. Go for inspection or research or judging the effectiveness of their responsibilities. It will be a great performance through reporting, okay, which they can be studied everything in a detailed form, okay, of the organization. Okay, and managers use these reports in different types, like to give a detailed write-up information, process, expenditure, manpower requirement in a project, whatever they all require, they are going to prepare in a report also. If they require a manpower, they are going to prepare a report and submit to the higher authority. If they require the expenditure, if the process is small or they want to increase, or if the process is large, they want to decrease everything, they are going to prepare a report for this, and then information should be a write-up within a clear and precise. Okay. Okay. After reporting, we have a budgeting. Budgeting is, what is the budget? Budget means finance. Okay. Budget is primarily concerned with planning. Before planning only, by seeing their budget, they need to go for the planning. So budgeting is primarily concerned with planning and controlling function. The organization's goal and performance objectives are estimated and expressed in financial terms. So according to your finance only, we need to prepare the budget. Okay, the first and primary, how to spend money on a specific thing. Grace, very good. Okay, so here budgeting is a process of preparing a detailed financial result statement that are expected for a given period of time in nature. Within a particular period of time, they need to complete this budget and the plan which has been done within a period of time that should be done. Okay, and after completing this plan also, again we need to check the budget. The estimated budget has been taken or excess budget has been included. We need to estimate and justify this also. Okay, so the management can use a budget to state formally goals and performance objectives in the financial terms, plans of marketing, objectives in financial terms for a specific period. This all comes under the budgeting. So all departments must state their plans in financial terms. Each department wise, they need to give the budget, and taking all together, they are going to prepare a final budget. Okay, this budgeting helps motivates managers to make early and timely study of problems. Okay, early, what is useful for this preparation of budget? Budgeting helps and motivates managers to make early and timely study of problems which we are facing in the organization. Okay, so all these points are called functions of management. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Then the next point we have here, skills of management. Skills means, skill refers to your performance, your expertness, your practical ability, facility, which is based upon your performance. Okay, so these skills are technical skills, human skills, conceptual skills. Okay, so technical skills are concerned with what is done, means this pertain to knowledge and proficiency activities involving methods and procedures. Okay, so these technical skills include techniques and tools. These skills are learned by engineers and accountants, developed during actual practice of job. Then human skills. Human skills involve effectively working with others on person to person. The technical skill, which are with the, you can take an example of a machine works. Through machine like computer based, what are the techniques and tools to be used by the engineers and accountants? And human skills are those person to person, okay, required people and motivate employees in the organization. And then conceptual skills. Conceptual skills are concerned with thing is done. It refers to ability to see situation and understand the relationship among the elements. So these skills are needed to deal with abstractions to formulate plans. Okay, so managers will take responsibilities of this. Okay, so these are the 3 skills of management from top to lower, top level, medium level, lower level. Okay, Then finally, one topic we can see here, that is leader versus manager. So who is a leader and who is a manager here? Yes. Who is a leader and who is a manager?
Leader who influence and encourage his followers.
See, leader is a person who inspires, encourage. Please, when the class is going on, mute everybody so that others should not get disturbed by you. Okay, everybody are joining the class for the listening to the class, but make sure that not get disturbed by anybody. Mute yourself by joining in the class. I'm seeing so many here that through others they are getting disturbed. So please make sure don't get disturbed by others. Okay. So leader is a person who and influence his followers to work willingly in the attainment of the organization. Okay, organization's objective. Okay. Then coming to manager. Manager is an important person who plays a major role in organization. Okay. He is one who performs basic managerial functions. Manager performs 5 major functions. What are those? Just now we have seen: planning, organizing, leading, controlling, and coordinating. Okay, so the difference between the leader and manager is leader will inspire, encourage, influence his followers, and manager will be performing his managerial functions and make the employees to complete the work through his plan of action. Okay, through his plan of action. So this is a difference between a leader is a person who influences his followers to achieve a specified goal, and the manager is a person who performs basic managerial function in the management. Okay. So these are the difference between the leader and manager. Okay. And now with these topics, we have completed the what is the difference between leader and manager, and the skills of management, and then functions of management. Okay. And again, we have some objective work.
Excuse me, guys. Please mute the mic.
Planning is, see this multiple choice. Planning is looking ahead, looking back, guiding people, delegation of authority. What is this?
Looking ahead.
Planning is looking ahead. Okay. And then authority follow vertically in
Line organization.
line organization. Authority, line organization. Why we are saying line organization means we are following one after the other. Okay. The function is regarded as the essence of management function. Coordinating is compulsory in the management. Okay. Then persons who are able to influence others and possess managerial authority are termed as
Leaders.
Leader.
leaders. Influence others like them. Just now I said no. Which one is not recognized skill of management? Writing skill is not recognized as
Management.
skill of management. Okay.
Ma'am,
Fill in the
fourth one,
blanks.
leader.
Planning is the beginning of management process. Control is the final stage. Planning is first, control is the final. Control is looking
Back.
back. Why? Because back to the controlling, we have so many process, and first will be the planning. Managerial activities are directed towards achievement of goals.
Of goals.
A short-term budget is generally for
Less than a year.
Less than a year.
less than a year. Short-term budget means the budget within a year. Long-term budget means it may be for 3 years,
More
3 and
than
above. And objectives of
20.
different departments are
Interrelated.
related or interrelated. They are.
Interrelated.
Yes.
Interrelated, ma'am.
Objectives. They are interrelated. Okay. So these are the fill in the blanks. In the tomorrow's class again, we are going to see about the scientific management. Is it clear for this? Tasks, functions of management. Yes. Is it clear for everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Till now, I am not getting any response.
Yes, ma'am.
This leader vs manager
Okay.
in this box
Fine.
over there.
So if we are completing the unit 3 also, we will be completing the block 1. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And like this, one by one, when we are completing. So today, comparing to the yesterday's assignments, it is very less. Why I'm not understanding? Offline classes, when they are going to start, they'll give an intimation through a message. Okay. Still, until and unless a message gets, you need to attend the online classes. And here, when the class is going on, so many giving the complaint that they are getting disturbed through others. Why you people are not muting yourself? Unmute yourself when the class is going on, so that others will not get disturbed. Okay, everybody is attending the class for listening the classes only, no? Okay, and I don't want to repeat it again. I don't want to repeat it again. please show them when you are entering the class. Unmute and don't get, it should not get disturbed to others. Make sure that, okay. And from this, which I can say for you. Yes. Is everybody is holding the material with you?
No, ma'am. They are having only textbooks.
Yes, Mama. Everybody is holding the materials with you.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine.
Should we bring materials, ma'am?
If you don't have material, so you can select the university at the time of the exam. Fee paying, if you have selected the option as a to collect the books, means you can collect the books over there if you have paid the amount for the books. If you have not paid, means that will be a problem. You can't get the material. Still also you can pay
Ma'am,
the
you're not
amount in the
audible,
form of
ma'am.
DD and you can get the books over there. Okay. My voice is. See, if you are not getting the material, means you can go to the campus. You go to the campus there. If you pay the DD, means for the books, at the time of registration, when you have not paid the amount, now you can pay the DD amount for the books and you can take the books. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it clear? Is it clear, or still I need to say something for you?
Ma'am, important questions in this block, ma'am.
Okay, we'll join in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow at the same timing again, 10:30 to 11:30. Not a study center. Once you ask in the study center, and if you get any information over there, you collect the books from where you are can get. So if they are not giving any information, means you can move to the university. There immediately, if you are paying a DD of some amount, they are going to say you can collect the books over there. Okay. Second sem exams most probably in September, August. Okay.
Ma'am, instead of study materials, can
I'm
I
leaving. Thank you.
books?